Hey, welcome to another Mad Chats and Recaps with myself and Tasha. We are here
Hi.
again. Yes. Well, that was great. I mean,
I was.
chef's kiss.
Oh, so good. So good.
um, we are here for the recaps for the week of March the 6th through March the 12th of 2023. And as always, we will start with, as always up to this point, this might be the last week. Well, no, I guess this might be the last week for the Forsaken. We'll see. So, for the recap for last week on the Forsaken, as the group wrapped up their moments of respite on the outskirts of Chethrin, Lashta's soldiers continued their fight within the city, warding off any possible zealots to the Great One that may try to intrude. With a final farewell, our Forsaken make their way into the lair of the Great One, a huge cavern at the back of the Underdark city, and become slowly overtaken with the gravity of their journey and the fight that is to come. Time seems to slow for adventurers as they journey forward, battles of the past echoing around them and the afterglow of spells cast centuries ago lighting their way. Just as everything becomes too much, or it starts to become too much, they arrive. A threshold of dead mages, empty vials, and dog crystals lay scattered, leading to a large human yet godlike creature with a human body and wings made of arms and hands. It dismissively spoke into their minds before raising the first pillar, the first of the three mentioned in the tome that Kazil had showed them. They raced to stop them, counterspelling one and destroying the other two, all while ghosts attempted to possess them. The Great One cast spells and revealed hidden eyes in its forehead, stomach, and winged arms that shot beams of disintegration, fear, and more. Despite all these challenges, they make it through the first part of the battle. Let's see if they can make it through to the end.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, so they did what they needed to do last week within the time they needed to do it. Now it's
Good.
just beating up the Great One until they die.
Until the day.
So I will say that the Great One, now that the pillars are taken care of, has some things up their sleeves. They're mini sleeves, but that it could be a little dicey. So yay.
Interesting.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
good luck. Oh, I'm nervous for y'all.
But if they make it through, then if they beat the Great One tonight, and there's still some time left for like, here's what happens afterwards. They could be done tonight. Either be tonight or next week. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But what happened? Speaking of trauma, what happened last week on Sundered Fate, Tasha? Tell us.
I'm now dubbing Tuesdays Trauma Tuesdays
Mm-hmm.
because that's all it's been. So, um, thanks to the quick thinking of Tuna, Dia and Feyora had their memories of their time in the Feywild restored.
Mm.
They all began their trek back across Crestwood Valley, safely and relatively uneventful. That is until the fifth day when they heard cries for help. I'm just going to stop trusting anything that's happening in this world now. So Dia and Eladrin, because I'm dumb, raced toward the cries with Feyora. Wait, no, I didn't. No, Dia and Tuna. That was what it
Okay.
was. Raced toward the cries with Feyora stealthing behind and Ladrin leaping up onto her broom. They came to a clearing where they found a troop of travelers. Several lay slain on the ground, at least five, while one still lived, though their wound seemed grievous. Tuna offered aid, and Dia set off to investigate, just as a creature's hand reached out of a corpse to grab Dia. Thankfully, Feora's new weapon of warning gave them all enough time to react. A deadly battle ensued, their enemies unrelenting in necrotic type attacks, and our heroes never yielding. Until Tuna and Dia fell unconscious, both but both were swiftly returned to hell. That did not ease the panic, though, as the enemies continued their onslaught. Tuna was taken down again and gasped their last breath. Their friends watching on in horror. Barely surviving, they managed to finish off the rest of the attackers. Then, giving more than magic, but of their very vitality, Dia and Eladrin combined their magics to perform a revivification. Without a proper crystal, Dia offered up her newly acquired headband of intellect, citing the diamonds which adorn it, despite how attached and excited for it she was. Truly, Tuna meant far more to Dia, but also, I think, the rest of us too. With the voices of their friends calling to them, Tuna returned via the spell. And with Tuna and Dia totally exhausted, like 5 points of exhaustion, it was the worst time for the archfey known as Nythranna to arrive and poke about their minds. It was very unsettling. Nythranna has Gregory now, and I'm upset.
Wow.
So I love D&D.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Yep. I was only like watching for a half hour, and I was like, oof, this need a drink. Oh,
stressful.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that everyone's alive as of right now.
Just can't move.
And we'll see what happens this week. So, on In Extremis on Saturday, with our crew still split, those in the Dream Realm continued their mission. Resolving the wizard's dream would both aid their new friend Ghost and allow them access to the Dream Heart Tempest, the eye of which held the Everbloom, which they seek. Of course, nothing is simple, and our dreamers found themselves past the beach and out into the water searching for anything that stood out. Several large clamshells did exactly that, and they were protected by giant sharks. Our dreamers battled the sharks while prying open the clams in search of a pearl until they ultimately found one. Racing back to the shore, they turned in the pearl, only to have the wizard learn more from their battle with the sharks, allowing him to complete his work on his spell and thereby resolve the dream. Ghost said goodbye, and our dreamers pushed on through the terrible tempest of primal energies, barely making it to the eye of the tempest. Once inside, and with Cassius and Ayvaline revived, they find an Everbloom patch and take two. Then, with a little difficulty, return to the waking world, only to find someone new with a notebook hovering over them and taking their vitals. Which was Lily's character. So, not a baddie, just, someone someone they didn't recognize. So, yeah, group's back together. We're no longer a split party that we have been for the past 3 sessions. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's amazing.
Yay. So that's it for the recaps. As far as announcements go, we don't really have too much. For our Patreon supporters, we have our Patreon movie night this week. And if you're not a Patreon supporter, what are you doing? $20 and up tier is what gets you the movie nights once a month. Check out our merch store on our website at madbirdstreams.com. And yeah, we should have, check out our newest campaign, Sundered Faete, which obviously exciting things are happening on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it's a little bit different than the other campaigns. And then soon, within like the next 6 to 7 weeks, I think, we should have a campaign on Fridays again. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So super excited for that. No birthdays this week. If your birthday is this week and we've missed it, happy birthday. Hopefully it's a good one. And that's all we have. So we'll see you on Twitch. We'll see you in Discord. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, viewers, hi, and players. We have a secret person hanging out with us here tonight. You'll get more info on them in a little bit, but give them a warm welcome. Uh, their name is Pam. They're an amazing human being. Um, Gosh, I don't have it handy. Pam, would you mind putting your Twitch link in chat? I'd love people to go check out your channel and your content if you don't mind.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, but here we are. We're picking up from last week. And of course, the recap already played, and I'm sure that got everyone up to date. Tuna alive, thank goodness, brought back to life. Everyone a little bit, oh, thank you so much. Everyone a little bit shaken from the experience, but this person arrived and introduced themselves as Nythranna, a person that everyone said, don't even say her name because that'll bring her to you and that'll be bad. So they introduce themselves as Nythranna. They put out some thinly, very, very thinly veiled threats, just to make sure everyone was staying in line. And yeah, unfortunately, poor Dia and Tuna are next to death. They were both in really bad shape. The ritual to bring back Tuna drained Dia of all her energy, both at 5.6 is death. So, so that's where they are. And Tuna and Ladrin pretty hurt. So in a very compromised position. But I think we're gonna pick it up from there. Nythranna, likely an arch fae, summoned forth Ladrin's little chibi gargoyle as they're a fae creature, and it hopped up on her shoulder, and it changes color based on Ladrin's mood, and it hopped up on Nythranna's shoulder and turned black. Nythranna had a little bit of stuff to say, and I think we'll jump back in with Nythranna. Let me get some little ambiance here, some enchanted forest music. I'll put it in Zoom for players, so you've got a little of this going on in the background. Right one, yeah. Okay. So Nythranna is searched your belongings for mentioned the crystal, likely that one that you got from the heart of Orin in the mountain, and found none. Thankfully, did not know to search for the world in a bottle you just got from the Queen of Evernight. Thankfully. So Nythranna has kind of peered into your souls and sort of plucked out some rather rude things to say about everybody. And in this moment, as she stands about 13 and a half feet tall or so, so kind of, lumbers over everyone and pauses and almost looks slightly confused for a minute. Waves her hand across you all, and you all see little auras of color here around yourselves and each other. Eladrin, yours is deep black that ripples like flames. Very emo, that's your character. But yours is sort of a muddled, almost like a gray, maybe a little more over towards like a light brown, like a light mocha brown, and is almost perfectly still with no movement. Yours is maybe 1.5 times radiating out the size of the others, and is red and intense like the sun, like little flares peeling off of it. And Tuna, yours is a twirling torrent of crimson and light almost fighting one another back and forth, switching places and roaring around you. And interestingly, there is a soft yellow aura around your shield. I'm gonna let anyone that wants to, because she's paused and looks confused. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Make an, anyone that's proficient in investigation, make an investigation check. Nice out here, we'll do this, and then we'll do the DM rolls, the inspiration rolls, I don't forget. Feyora, are you proficient? Okay, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Oh, nice, okay. Eladrin, how about you? Are you...
I'm not proficient.
You know? Are you... okay.
Proficient.
Dia? Oh, okay. I was like, it'd be Arcana or investigation, but... Oh, nice.
I am also not proficient in Arcana. I don't know diddly about magic. I can just do it.
Nice. It happens.
True sorcerer.
Amazing.
All right, with a dirty 20, Feyora. You can tell. You can tell that this is an illusion. You start seeing through this illusion that is Nythranna, and set within it, almost hovering off the ground, is an older Eladrin. Gentleman, possibly, has a lot of masculine traits. Looking perplexed and almost actually making an insight check as you're looking at this weirdness inside Nythranna. Or the illusion of Nythranna. What you got?
Okay, so I rolled a 20, but it's a 21.
Oh, dang, okay. Alright, so you can tell that looks worried, a little perplexed, worried like maybe he's made a mistake. The illusion that's Nythranna and this Eladrin within. I must be going then, but I am going to watch each of you. Of course, inside of that Feyora, you're like, you know, you see this person behind the curtain, as it were. And she begins to cast a spell, a rotation spell. I don't think anyone has a counter spell, but if you'd want to, it's a spell. Kind of warps in and collapses and disapparates from the space, leaving a incredibly wounded and weakened Dia and Tuna beside Eladrin and Feyora. Auras fade away.
Does Gregory come back to me?
Gregory drops down onto his feet and shifts back into a normal sort of a bluish color as he runs back over to you.
Okay.
Well, I hate to say it, because it almost feels like an insult. But that wasn't really her.
What? Flopping over on the ground. What?
It was an illusion. That was some completely different person underneath.
Oh, God.
Why are there so many people keeping secrets?
Oh, damn it. Okay. I guess we'll just solve how this person knew my name then. Later, I'm freaked out. How I want to go home.
Maybe that
Probably
was
gonna have
her.
to.
Hmm?
Maybe there's not her. Maybe that's who it's been the whole time.
I think someone created a persona, and that's what they've been. Well, I've heard more insane things.
There's this play I watched once called The Wizard of Oz.
Nice.
And?
Yeah, it was like a weird man behind the curtain. Yeah, it's something
I'll
with
talk
spell
about
slots.
wackadoo plays later. You guys need to rest.
Okay. That's probably where this came from. And I'm just like laying back on the girls.
Oh, yeah. They're panting and, they'll lick your head and stuff. Relieved that you're back. Okay. Well, are you looking to, well, I guess you're going to have to rest because your speed's 0 today.
0.
So,
Cannot move.
okay. So you all pause me if you have any roleplay you want to do. Feyora, do you have something?
I just wanted to check on the guy that was barely alive when this all started.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about him.
He's 15 feet away with a look of abject horror on his face after this battle that transpired and the things jumping up out of the corpses and then this giant, archfey thing that showed up. Very, very just freaked out. Like, thank you. I think I can take care of myself, baby. And he looks out all the blood out of the wounds.
Oh.
I just, I don't want to get involved in any of that, but I thank you so much.
Tuna will kind of weakly reach out a hand and say, I can't really get over there, but I can heal you if you need to come over here.
God damn it, rest.
Nice. After seeing the two of you struck down and, thank you. I'll care for my remains of my friends here and please, there's a satchel over there with food and the like, and some coin. Take it, it's yours. Done me a great service. I don't want that thing to come back when I'm around.
Yeah, we don't either. She'll grab the bag and say, take care of yourself.
You all too. and goes.
Eladrin's gonna do a healing word or cure wounds or something on him just to do it. So
You top him off. He's just a
There you go.
noob out here, so he doesn't have much HP.
So
Hit
first
points.
level. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There really is just kind of rations in the bag, Feyora. There's 23 gold pieces that yours, and there's an extra pack in case you need it. That's pretty much all that was in there. There's a set of traveler's clothes as well. Otherwise, you're all able to get a good daytime rest in, just to get that first 8 hours. And if you want to let everyone to sleep, the day away and the night, because Tuna and Dia could probably easily do that, then you can recover 2 points of exhaustion.
Love that.
Good. So the next morning, are you all continuing the trek towards the mountain range? You're about a day away from having to scale it.
I'm gonna probably assume yes. So we got a long rest, and I have because I got 2 levels of exhaustion, so that's done too.
Yeah, that's it. It was 2
Okay.
levels. Yeah.
Okay. So long rest. Cool. Yay.
Okay. You begin the journey through the woods. I'm going to say around lunchtime, just before you're getting ready to pause to take a break and eat. There's a crack of arcane energy nearby, maybe 35 feet away. You all make a perception check, or the 4 of you? Oh, I keep forgetting. Dia, what'd you get?
Uh, 12 total.
Okay, nice. Tuna?
Also,
Oh wait, I might
12.
still have disadvantage because
Oh,
the levels of exhaustion.
Oh,
Hold
right.
on.
Okay. I think that might be the
Uh,
first level. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so even with 3, if we started at 5,
Mhm.
I think I gotta double check all the things.
Mhm.
Yeah, disadvantage on ability check, so still 12.
Hey, nice, excellent. Is he like, oh, like, still have
We're
that?
still asleep.
Yeah. Ladrin.
22.
Oh, nice. Okay, Feyora.
13.
Okay. Okay. You all hear the crack. It's not too hard to spot. It's only 35 feet away, and breathing with a crack of arcane energy and a flash of light. As I start joking. Is a wizard. You can tell by the book by their side. They're joking. Wizards often joke. A little known fact. Oh. Are you the Ladrin Feyora party, or Dia, or Tuna? My God, I must have gotten that wrong.
No, it's tuna.
Oh, cool. Feared I might be offensive there. I'd love to hear the story of that name. I'm here on behalf, though, I should say, as I imagine, some of you have hands on weapons, probably.
Yeah.
I'm here on behalf of Queen Alyndra. She said that you might need travel to somewhere out of the valley. I can bring you to any major city here on the continent. Do you have a preference? I'm familiar with the major city.
Obermon's Mill would be
Yes.
cool. Like,
Oh,
yes.
Oh, what a grand city. Any particular locale? I know a couple of locations, yeah?
Do you know the Adventurer's Attic?
I'm afraid I don't. I know of the mines. I know of the large estate. Alyndra's friend.
Ayvaline?
Yes, that's it.
That one.
That one for sure.
Very well. Well, take a moment and gather your things. Oh, what a marvelous assortment of little friends. Well, not so little friends. Looking at the giant Cerberus, Corgi, and Gil, the little Faerun. Well, yes, gather your things and we will make a circle. We'll have to hold hands or shoulders if you're more comfortable. And I can teleport us all post haste. Let me know when you're ready.
Gather up our things and stand there, ready to go.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab the girls
Mm.
one of their paws
Aww.
because I want to make sure that they teleport with us for sure. Like
they know that trick
just
now.
holding it with like 2 hands.
Excellent. All right, you circle up, and the wizard on 3 and counts to 2, and then bamps you. Because there's a lot of motion sickness you get with it and stuff. So, like a shot tries to catch you off a little bit. So, boom, poof, everything around you disappears. It all folds in on itself to black, and you feel a tugging as though you're being pulled thousands and thousands of feet, miles and miles away. A full month's travel by foot, and with a sudden lurching stop where it feels like your stomach keeps going, but the rest of you stops here. May I ask everyone to make a quick Constitution saving throw as you apparate, likely for the first time?
We don't have disadvantage on that, do we?
No, because it's a saving throw, so you should be good.
Yeah. Oh no, level 3.
Level
is
three?
saving throw.
Oh.
Yep, we got disadvantage. Oh my god.
Go ahead, Tuna. What'd you get?
Sorry, I rolled
it's
a
awesome.
19 and a 20.
Jeez.
So
Okay.
19.
All right. Dia.
One was a 19. The other one was a natural 1.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll put a pin in that, Eladrin.
17.
Nice. And Feyora?
Got 11.
11. Okay. Dia and Feyora, you both get sick to your stomach. It's a really hard landing if you're not used to it. It's only the first few times you teleport. Yeah. So off to the side on Ayvaline's front, beautifully taken care of front lawn in the snow. You get sick, but you're here. You're here. Everyone's alive. You've arrived. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I know it's just the first few times you travel like that. I'm sure you'll be fine in the future. I have much business to attend to, but I wish you the best. And yes, bid you farewell. Camps out.
Bye.
Business wizard.
Like you could have come like a day earlier, but no, it's fine.
Oof. All right, so you're all here outside Ayvaline's palatial manor here. Right, right in the front lawn near the walkway up to the front door. I assume you all want to head in?
Yeah. We gotta deliver a secret package.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
right.
yes.
I'm gonna pause quickly and ask everyone to roll a d20, Pam included, if you don't mind. And basically, this is like for a little bonus inspiration, ma'am. I like to do it each round. Whoever gets the number that's closest to mine has currently, I think it's an extra d8 that they can add to a roll if they want to. Anytime during the session. So if something's going wrong and you're like, I need a higher number, you can add 8 if you get the closest number. And that'll be sorry, because I know you haven't played D&D before, which is extra exciting that you're here with us. Yay!
What?
Yeah. The D20 should be the biggest one. It just means it has 20 sides. Yeah. So that's the one you roll. You don't have to add anything to it. Okay, neat. And I'm so sorry if you already knew that. I don't be like, and this is, or anything. Okay, Feyora, what you got?
I got an 18.
18, okay. Eladrin?
12.
Okay. Tuna?
14.
Oh, okay. Pam?
11.
Oh, nice, okay. And Dia?
7.
Oh, so it's actually a tie between Feyora and Tuna because it was 16. And Feyora got 18, Tuna got 14. So you both get it. Yay! You both have a D8 for tonight. Just in case it comes into play. Okay. Stepping in to Ayvaline's manor, it only takes a moment after knocking on the door before Endlin shows up. How's what are you? Come on in. Oh, you've got sick on you. Points to Feyora. Just a little.
She uses prestidigitation to clean it off.
Oh, welcome. Come on in. Is you all in? Well, everyone's here. That's wonderful. You look like you need some good food and a rest. That's the word.
As a polite way of saying that I look like shit. Yeah, please.
Yeah. I'm very curious to know what happened to you all. But please, right, we'll get everyone set to dinner right away. Proper meal. And I'll call on the Lady Ayvaline. Very eager to hear back from you. So, wonderful. Brings you into that dining hall area. Long, rectangular room, the very long I'm just gonna bring you to like the kitchen dining area. That's sort of like a long farmhouse table, like a really long picnic table with the benches and everything. A little cozier in here, a little more familiar with the setting. And get you all some food and some drink. Looking for before Ayvaline arrives. Ayvaline, you can hear her walking down the hallway. Again, Ayvaline is the water genasi, 6'1", and has sort of that relatively built like a martial artist physique, and hair kind of floats in the air as though she's underwater. Yeah, comes running down the hallway. Oh, it's my friends! It's my friends! It's my friends! Oh, hello! Yes, and she bursts into the doorway. Ta-da! Oh, you're all here. Yes, yes, yes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Please, sit or you're sat. I'll sit. Pulls out a chair, the sort of in between you all instead of at the end of the table. Well, tell me everything. Yes, did it go well?
Ladrin's gonna immediately get the bag of holding, summon the world in a bottle because she's tired of carrying it, and tell Ayvaline, okay, so Alyndra gave this for safekeeping. I'm pretty sure it was almost stolen at one point, so please take it. It's going to help take care of Orin and like get him all restored. So
Lovely. Oh, that's so kind of her. That's this is really potent. Well, make sure that is safe. Endlin, and she calls Endlin over. Put this somewhere secure. Extra dimensional. We don't want anyone coming after this. Goes off to do that. Well, and I won't make you roleplay an actual catch up, but you know, I figured kind of. Is there anything you don't tell her about the journey? I should ask. Okay.
Nothing that comes to mind. I think we've been pretty honest with her, and I want to keep that up.
Okay. All right. So you fill her in on all the details. Oh, that's yes, quite a journey. Usually there's a little more of the pleasant in the Feywild, mixed in with the terror. I'm sorry you saw so much of that. But well done, and now we have Alyndra on our side. I've been petitioning her for some time, speaking on trying to assemble some group to watch over the safety of the world, so I very much appreciate this. I do have some updates, actually, for each of you. Let's see. Eladrin, I have some information. But, again, do you wish me to share here or in private? Away from...
Oh, let's, yeah, privately would be great.
Certainly. So the two of you head off to one of the offices, close the doors. Do you want me to share this with you, Tasha, privately? Or do you want me to roleplay that out?
Let's roleplay it out. Why not?
Perfect.
Juicy stuff.
So, do you have an update on your one of your requests? Well, they tie together a bit, don't they? My contact that went out to familiar with a number of those different ruins from swept away by the Hellfire, including the location that you seek. There were only dozen or so survivors of the Hellfire from Amalotna. My contacts discovered this through very thorough research. They've tracked down several already in your time away, the past month and a half or so. And they gave, their account, of course, of the terrible destruction of the village and as the Hellfire swept through their homes. Most speaking on the Hellfire, waking them up in the dead of night after a long day of celebration. Sadly, most of these, they were asleep, woken up by the flames as they tore through. But the most interesting bit, and the true update outside of that, is that one of these survivors, only a few have been found so far. My contact's working on reaching the others, but one of them, actually a handmaid, apparently attending your mother during your birth. And so I do feel that get some more information on your mother, and which of course is your other request. They seem to go hand in hand. They'll be following up leads on that and updating me, but that's where we stand. They've made some remarkable strides in the past month and a half. Hope this is satisfactory thus far.
Yeah. I I didn't know that there were survivors. That's great. That's awesome.
Sadly, just
Mhm.
you. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, of course, I'll update you as more come through. And truly appreciate all the fine work you've done. Shall we rejoin the others?
Yes, I would like a drink.
Let's.
Okay.
And you head back. The two of them return to the table with you all. Of course, there's no new info free to them, as I think you pretty much have that answered for now. But if you ever have a follow-up or anything, you're all, of course, she's asked you to let her know. Feyora, yes. Well, two things. I've lined up all of those. Is it okay to speak here at the table?
Yes.
Lovely. I've lined up all of those contacts that you've asked for here in the city. They have a pending floating appointment for you for whenever you return. I told them to make it their priority. So happy to make that happen today if you wish, or tomorrow, or any day that you see fit that will work best. The other matter is still proving rather difficult. Thankfully, no more losses since employing a larger network of people. But I will update you if we find anything in the other matter. Hopefully these meetings, she slides the paper over with the names of the people here, and it's definitely like what you were looking for. Let me know when, and I'll make it happen for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
She'll tuck the paper into one of her numerous pockets.
Awesome. And dear. Well, there's good news mixed with sort of neutral news, I suppose. The contact I spoke of, that well, there was word, of course, that there's someone that can guide you. Crestforge. Of course, it seemed a little too good to be true, as I say I've ever known anyone be able to do so. you're still on the list to visit Crestforge as of 2 weeks from now, I believe that starts, and it's good for a year. But this person can get you the valet. Apparently, they have a couple of people we were able to contact and confirm that they can indeed move people past the Crestwood Mountains, Crestforge Mountains. So that's wonderful. The issue is that they, well, of course, aren't going to do it for free.
Right.
But the cost is a bit of an annoyance. But you see, they were forced to leave Sunhaven. I don't know if you're familiar. Feyora, you are, and Dia, you might be. Tuna, probably, because it's close to you. And Eladrin, I don't know if you would have gotten over there. They were forced to leave Sunhaven in haste. But upon leaving, they had something they didn't want retrieved from them. So they rode out to the center of Fairy Lake under the cover of darkness and sank their personal chest there, treasure chest of sorts, which includes a magical item, which might help in finding it. But they wish that to be retrieved. Retrieve it, deliver it to me, and they will guide you through Crestforge Mountain to the tundra of Tegradorth beyond.
Okay.
And I should add, of course, this is wonderful news, and it's actually quite fortunate that you have a business already, I believe, in Sunhaven, perhaps. Kind of gestures like to Tuna, like.
Yeah, and Tuna just kind of looks at Feyora.
I'm just looking at every
eyebrows.
What's going on?
Like that.
Nice.
Murder in Sunhaven?
Well, I have summoned another wonderful person that's been of great assistance to me in the same manner that you all have. Trusted individual that also has some business in Crestforge, and figured why not give you I'd like to ask you to work with them, helping them through Crestforge as you're heading to, and I've asked them to help you in Sunhaven so that they are participating in, of course, the work and effort in being allowed in. Let me get them. I'll be right back. They're here, and I wish for you to meet them. She heads out of the door, and it's going a couple of minutes, and you hear some light chit chat in the hallway as you hear her and someone else approaching. And the door opens up, and Ayvaline steps in, ta-da, and does another little intro for Pam's character. Pam, would you like to talk at all about, what your character looks like, or anything like that everyone sees?
Yeah, sure. So she would have like really bright green eyes, dark black hair. She's tall, like 5'10", but even though, they're tall, they're kind of like reserved in a way. It's a little bit hard for them to open up to new people at first. So she's a bit nervous in this situation.
Oh,
I would say.
nice.
Mhm.
Yes. This is LEAH-far, and LEAH-far. Just want to make sure I'm saying that right. Is that okay? Thanks. And LEAH-far, this is Feyora and Eladrin. And well, formerly Opportunity, but to their friends, which I like to imagine them among, Tuna. And this is Dia.
Hello.
Please, Leafar, pull up a seat, join us. I've told them about asking you to help them and asking them to help you. And what better way to meet new people than over a nice meal? Gestures at a seat.
Ladrin's gonna offer Leafar some. It's basically a hot toddy, but she's calling it a sunset mead because hot toddies aren't a thing in D&D world. So.
And Leafar would gladly accept it.
Yes.
Tasty. And I see you didn't go with the warm Gregory
Warm
title.
No!
So good.
No! What is disgusting? Gregory gets offended by that and turns red.
Aw. Amazing.
Baby. Yeah.
What? Leafart's you. We've all had the experiences where we were drugged by magical fairy potion to break us open emotionally. We won't go that far, but we're happy to have you traveling with us. If I ask, what are your capabilities? Seems rude. What are you proficient in? Here, very good with their shield and mace. Is it a mace? Is it called a mace?
It's an axe.
Oh, no, I'm totally wrong. Axe. I always get them confused. I'm
No,
so sorry.
you're so fine.
I'm an elf in magic. Oh
Yeah, Dee, you
no!
were cutting out. Sorry.
Let me ignore as I try to
What
fix my internet.
What
She
Dia
is really
was
tired.
trying
Yeah.
to say. Yeah, she's very exhausted. We've been through a lot lately. Are you, I don't know why I just did that. Magic or more like I'm gonna punch you in the face type of person?
Definitely more with magic. If, necessary. If I have to punch someone to protect someone I care about, I will, but that's like more of a last resort for me.
Ooh, I like this.
Okay. Okay. Magic. She continues to say it while she's trying to think of other questions.
Oh. In the meantime, if no one has... Oh, sorry. Did you have something, Feyora?
Yeah, I actually need to ask Ayvaline a question.
Okay, go for it.
So, she who must not be named, are we positive that she's a 13-foot woman and not an old mask-presenting Eladrin?
You're asking the table?
No, I'm asking
Ayvaline, okay, sorry. Yes. Yes, definitely. I'm sorry. What?
So we supposedly ran into her in the woods.
Oh.
But it was an illusion.
Oh.
Do you have any insight for that?
Yes. The true Nythranna is indeed well, yes, about that tall. I've had there's a little bit of history. She was not always we share similar goals, but from the measures she wishes to take to get there are far more drastic, leave a little less room for personal freedoms. Hence, sorry, I'm super quickly fixing. I'm a terrible multitasker, but trying to quickly fix the thing while D reconnects. Yes, this, it's led Nythranna down to the path of what she's become today, but certainly a real person and not an illusion. So I don't know. Can you describe what she appeared as to you and tell you if that's accurate? If it was an illusion.
Well, at first she looked like a 13-foot woman, you know, volcanic in appearance. But below that, there was an older Eladrin, significantly shorter.
I'm not familiar with whomever was within the illusion. That was an illusion of Nythranna, and they must have a great deal of power themselves if they're imitating Nythranna, or perhaps acting on her behest. I can message Alyndra and see if she holds any knowledge of who this might be.
Yeah, I'm really curious because they knew where I was from and they knew my name, and now I have questions.
Oh.
So.
Yes. Well,
I
that's
also
alarming.
have questions.
Yes.
Where can we procure a diamond? Sorry, it's very off topic,
Oh.
but while we're asking questions.
Oh, well, there's several shops.
Preferably one worth 300 gold.
Oh, certainly. Well, there's a few that have finer jewelry such as that. Yes, if it let me get Endelin to get together a little map of the city. We have some laying around. And we'll mark a few locations for you. I can think of 2 stores at least.
Thank you.
Huh.
I appreciate it.
Well, you've certainly all been through quite a bit. You're welcome to stay here and rest up a little more if you need it. But of course the city's yours, and oh, I should also Endelin, get them their additionals, please. Endelin acknowledges down the hallway and heads out. Just a few extra things for all the trouble that you've been through here to help offset any costs of well, things like well, maybe diamonds, I don't know, but health potions and such. I know you have a long journey ahead of you as well, so Ellen comes back and has a rather larger satchel. She empties out a little crate of healing potions. There's 5 regular healing potions in the crate. And there's little satchels of money, which contain 55 gold pieces each. So you can each add 55 gold pieces to your character sheets for each of you, including a LEAH-far. You'll get to add, which I think is in equipment on the character sheet, and then you click on the little gold piece and just punch in 55 and add. Yeah, yep. So, exciting money and healing potions, and I think that's pretty much all that's in there for now. I hope that helps offset things a bit. And well, of course, as soon as if you're able to procure Center of Fairy Lake, I can't imagine that there's a terrible number of magical items in the middle of the lake. So if any of you can have any senses to detect magic, then that would come in handy. If not, consider finding someone that can.
I can. A lot of it's different, so I've always been able to find it.
Oh, perfect. Very well. Well, please, finish the meal and enjoy your time here. If you have any troubles along the way, let me know. I think I'm pretty sure you have a sending stone in the bag of holding from Ayvaline. And there we have it. So you're able to finish up lunch because I don't want to leave you with an awkward pause in lunch unless any of you have anything you want to add for lunchtime.
What did you said that Evelyn gave us a sending stone?
That yes, the earlier, so you should still have it. But if it's not in the bag of holding, go ahead and put it in there. It's a sending stone to Ayvaline.
It was not in my notes. Terrible. And, okay, so we had health potions, 5 health potions?
There are 5 health
55 gold?
potions and
Okay.
55 gold apiece that you're each taking 55 independently. It's 5 little
Right.
satchels.
Okay.
And because Nehru, has to be retired for now. Nehru's kind of been traveling. He's a little silent traveling partner. Ayvaline says, "Oh, I have some lore that we can really dig into here, and you showed such an interest. I think this might help matters overall if we can get some answers. If invites her to help her in that front." Leaving the 5 of you to head out into the city, finish up lunch. You can stay there, of course, as long as you like, but it's still, it's like 1:30 when you're finished, unless you want to hang out a long time. You've got LEAH-far with you now, and the 5 of you step outside in front of the mansion. Long walkway down to the street. Still a good half a foot of snow on the ground. And winter's crisp bite in the air. You look over the city that has the big wall that surrounds the whole thing, and all of the different sort of steampunkish buildings and gizmos in the streets, although they use art stone from the mountain instead of steam. And I'll turn it over to all of you. Is there anywhere you want to head or anything you want to play out?
I want to say to the group, so I'll be honest, I really thought when I asked for a diamond, she would give us one instead of just telling us where to buy one. So, yeah, that didn't really work out very well.
LEAH-far, do you have a diamond on you? Just thought I'd ask.
Unfortunately, I do not.
Cool.
Speaking of, Dia, where's your headband? What happened to it?
Oh, no. Now, me admitting this, even though it is against everything I want to actually do, I don't want you to try to buy me something else. We used it to supplement the cost of for the spell to bring you back. There was a diamond in it, so, but it broke the enchantment.
Yeah.
It's fine. It was a fancy hat. Honestly, I can buy more. I would rather have you.
I appreciate the sacrifice.
Oh no.
So,
Well, that's really sweet. I have some errands to run, so I will meet up with you all here later.
Yeah, I'm about broke. I don't really have anything I want to buy, but
we could check and see if we can. I don't know if we can barter for diamonds. People seem to be very, very particular about those being bought at price value. You have enough funds personally to buy one diamond, and then I want to drop off some of the things that I don't want at the shop so that it can be sold, and then
You're going to the shop?
for my employees. I am.
My herbs are dwindling. So
I will pick them up.
I can just go with you.
Oh,
Leafar, have you
I-
been to her shop? Because we need to go to her shop. It's the adventurer's attic. Great.
Nice. All right, so Feyora, you're heading off on your own. Let me do a roll because that was Ayvaline / Dan misunderstanding your request, Tuna, about the
No,
diamond.
you're good. You're good. Tuna was not going to outright say it. And I wasn't going to be like, "Ooh, whatever."
I was gonna see if Endlin
diamond.
caught it, and but she didn't. See?
I'm not charming. Tuna is not charming.
Nice.
So.
All right, Feyora, you're gonna head off on your own, and I think that's Tuna. Where are you headed? Are you headed?
I'll head back to the church.
Oh, okay. Nice. Right, and Eladrin and Dia invited Leafar to go to the Adventurer's Attic.
Mhm.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's start with Dia, Eladrin, and Leafar. You navigate through the city streets to tall buildings. It's a little after lunchtime. Again, everyone in this city seems to almost have a mechanical way of moving with meticulous timing. They take their lunch breaks, they finish their lunch breaks, they navigate the city. Everyone's really all about that precision here. So it's a bit of a different energy than all the chaos you've been dealing with. Leafar, you've had time to kind of get accustomed to this here, of course. Sometimes maybe a little frustrating in your endeavors here to deal with folks that don't want to just stop and take the time to listen to what you're asking them and what you might have needed. But here we go. Make your way down to the Adventurer's Attic. It's a little storefront in a pretty good spot in the market district. A two-level storefront. Kind of tucked between some other, slightly taller buildings. And Dia pulls out the key, unlocks the door, and y'all step inside. Beautiful double windows in the front, let a bunch of light shine in here and illuminate the space. Shelves and display cases, and a bench along the back wall.
I can get some tea set up. Eladrin, all of the waiting orders are behind the counter underneath. It should have your name on it. And I really need to hire someone to watch the shop while I'm now an adventurer. Who would have thought? Leafar, please take a seat if you want. Look around if anything spots your eye. I don't have anything exciting yet, but given the many adventures we're going on, I'll probably fill up these shelves eventually. And yeah.
Legion's gonna grab her bag of tea leaves, all probably 20 of them. I don't know how many she has. It's probably
20
a
leaves
lot.
of tea. No.
20
20 bags of
individual
tea leaves.
leaves.
Just leaves. Chamomile, Earl Grey, everything.
Nice. Okay, you stock up. Leafar, you see, gosh, in here, things that might pique your interest. A number. It's such an eclectic set of different goods in here, but there are a number of herbs that to be a little more on the rare side to get around here that you would see, in case you had any interest in striking up a deal or a conversation with you at all.
Yeah, I feel like
please.
Leah's Leafar's kind of like in awe like of this place, and I think I have a lot of questions for Dia.
Yes, ask
And
away.
perhaps about the job opportunity too, maybe.
Oh. Well, I guess I would have to. Well, if you're coming with us, I don't know if you would be the best option, but by all
Yeah.
means, if we're both in town together, I would
Yeah.
love to have you. Do you have any experience when it comes to haggling?
I could haggle.
All right.
Yeah.
And people skills? And it doesn't necessarily have to know people. It's mostly
Mhm.
how to get people to pay you more money. That's really what I care about.
I could work with that.
Okay, excellent. And how much pay do you need to, live very comfortably in the city?
I'm a very, modest person, so nothing too crazy.
Okay, could do, let's see, what's the standard rate for this store? What is it like? What would be like 3 gold a day? Or for like a professional skilled person?
Let me take a quick look because I've got that little money thing breakdown here. Here we go. Let's see. Back in medieval times, I'm gonna say probably a gold a day. That's about.
Okay.
Sorry, probably not a gold. Definitely not a gold. That's too much. Probably. Man, it doesn't cost much for things. Maybe 4 to 5 silver a day. That's like 40 or
Okay.
50 bucks in medieval's time. Time, so it
Mhm.
works out. Bread costs a nickel. Okay.
All right, then I think that could work out. I could hire someone for when we're leaving, and then you're more than welcome to take the position when we come into town. That way the two employees could just switch out. But I think that sounds excellent. It doesn't really it doesn't take a lot to run this place. There are some things that I'll have to tell you. Well, I mean, it's Ladrin. So, how do you feel about crime? Nothing that would like kill anyone, but necessarily maybe not legal.
I mean, as long as no one gets hurt, but it's not something I usually do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to be traveling together, and this is also if you want to work here. This store also, I fence things, finding the kind of right people for the right things, the rare object. Not do anything living, none of that. So like, and rare unicorn horns. Apparently, people do that. I don't want to be cursed by a unicorn, so that's off the table for me. But those kinds of things that are a little bit harder to find, maybe not necessarily on the seller's market. And I do that also. It helps getting to know things that people don't want to be necessarily known. If you don't want anything to do with that, that's perfectly fine. But if we're going to be traveling together and you wanting a job here, I want it to be transparent. I'm learning that recently.
I appreciate the transparency.
Not that hard to deal
Excellent.
with.
Then
Yeah.
I just
What?
need at least these 25 different herbs so I can make y'all some delicious fucking tea, okay?
Amazing.
Not that difficult.
I'm honestly very curious to try your tea.
Ladrin makes some
Amazing.
delicious tea.
I am very highly skilled. I am probably the best. I am the best. Best.
Nice. What color is
Side-
Gregory turn as you say that?
As I'm like talking myself up,
Yeah.
let's see. A beautiful, like, purpley periwinkle.
Nice.
Like just my little Gregory. I do, when we're finished with the shop, Ladrin, and we don't have to roleplay this out, she needs to go check in with the research people because she hasn't been checking.
Okay. Where's her?
So.
All right.
I did have a question for LEAH-far before we like dispersed. Like, how did you come to know Ayvaline? Like, if it's not too much, I know. First day meeting us, asking
That's
personal
okay.
questions.
I actually came to this area because I've heard that Ed Evelyn gave me this info that my long lost twin sister was around here, who
Oh
I've been
no.
looking for a number of years. So, but
Oh,
I still have not found any leads yet.
well, um, I'm
Mhm.
just your sister, Feyora, someone who should talk to you. Feyora's brilliant at finding hard things, lost, finding things lost in the city. So, and I can't speak for everyone else, but they're all charming and wonderful people. We'd be happy to help you in any capacity.
I would really appreciate that.
Excellent. Well, and yeah, I'll. That's all I wanted to know. Yeah, I'll. I'm going to leave the silver chalice and the eternal bloom in my room upstairs.
Okay.
Just to also free up some space in my backpack because I don't have that much strength and my backpack is very heavy. Um, and then I don't know what it would be, like what
Mhm.
kind of, because we don't, as far as we know, we don't have to leave for the Silver Lake until later, but I would like to
Mm,
put in uh just in the background to hire someone to work the shop while we're
Sure,
off adventuring.
sure. I can get a rate for that. It wouldn't be much because a couple silver a day. I mean, you can get away if you're just like really looking for somebody you can pay him enough, so that you can trust he'll do the right thing. Maybe 4 silver a day or something like that. But
Okay.
I'll get you some. I'll consult my notes and make sure it's a
Mhm.
fair price and you're not getting scammed.
Yeah. And then the last thing would be to buy a diamond, but we don't have to roleplay that, so everyone else can have their turn.
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna add that I love that became a job interview. Like, like, may I call you previous employers? And see, it was really good. I loved it. Yeah.
At first, I thought she was like, really, it's just Ladrin the problem with the shopping bit, and then you led that into crime. She just
Speaking of
That was so
Ladrin,
good.
Yeah.
Broke me completely.
amazing.
Listen, I just need to know so that I can be a good boss for you. I don't want you, if you don't want to be involved in crime, I'm not going to put you in the way of crime. Come on.
Probably don't adventure with us either if you don't want to be involved
This
in
is
crime.
true. True.
Oopsies.
We just find ourselves in like criminal situations. We're
Yeah.
not.
Fall into them.
Yeah.
Crime finds us.
Amazing. All right, let's see. I think I'll jump over to Feyora next. Feyora, what you got? You headed off into the city. Where you going?
She is strolling down the street, you know, just kind of taking in the sights, enjoying the snow. And she continues walking until she comes across a large statue of a hero standing in a bit of like a defensive guard stance with a large sword pointed down into the ground. And she'll kind of look up at it and examine it with almost a forlorn gaze.
Hmm.
And puts her hand up onto the sword, brushing over a jewel in the hilt. And in her mind, she'll say, "It's Feyora. Meet me in the tea shop in Cornerstone Avenue." Then drop her hand and carry on to said tea shop. And she'll step inside, happy to be out of the cold. To go up and order some Earl Grey tea. You sit down at a little table and wait. She'll take a sip of the tea, blow on it a little, and then try it, and immediately spit it out. Because she's completely accustomed to Eladrin's tea,
Oh.
and this shit's nasty.
Nice. Beautiful. All right. You wait probably good 18, 20 minutes, somewhere around there. Your tea's starting to get, just cool off down to lukewarm. Not that you've had any more of it, but and there's other people that come and go from the shop. There's an elderly couple that has just ordered some tea. They sit down at the table next to you, facing one another. So they're on your side. You're both facing the same direction. Their table has two people, though, so they're facing one another. And the older woman, without looking over at you, just says, the tea here is really hit or miss. But it's a great spot for other things.
It is, isn't it? I hate this tea.
So have you seen? There's an article. She's talking to the gentleman across the room. The news today, outrageous, and looks over towards it and look, and puts the newspaper down on your table, open wide. As a place for things to go if you wanted to. Outrageous. She goes back to talking to the gentleman across the table. What do they do next? Listen.
She'll take out her letter, and she'll also take out her spiders. She'll take out Scully and just kind of place him on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And she just, gives a little smile to the spiders before placing them down on top of the newspaper.
Mm. Okay. The older woman. All right, well, it's time to go. We need to. We have to meet Margaret. Take the scones, Gerald. Take the scones. And he takes out a bag, and she's telling him to load up all the free scones off the out of the plate into the bag. You don't mind, do you? Points to your scones on your table. And he'd take the scones and kind of scoop in the little jar, fold up the newspaper, and put it in their satchel as well. Oh, thank you, dear. All right, Gerald, let's go.
As they're leaving, to kind of grab, shirt, coat, whatever they got on. I need a headband of intellect. Send out some people.
Don't we all? Of course. He says aloud, just kind of throw off anything. That they understood. And the two of them shuffle out into the city. Anything else for Feyora for now?
She's just kind of gonna give a look of disdain to the tea for putting the cup wherever the dirty ones go and heading back out.
Okay. May I ask before we jump to Tuna, may I have all of you make a perception check for me? So I'm just gonna put this out there, Pam. And again, I'm so sorry if you already know. Just tell me to shut up. but if you if you haven't done it yet, in the character sheet, if you want to roll with your actual dice, that's the D20, the 20-sided dice, and then you'll look and see what it says in that tall column. Not all the way to the left, but almost. It'll have a perception and then like a plus number. You'll roll your D20 and you'll add whatever that plus number is to it for your total. See. Let me actually pull up my character sheet here so I can see. It'll be a tall list. And let me know if you find it at one point, but I'm going to jump in here. All right. Let's see. So, right. There's a really tall column. It says skills at the very bottom. This is almost all the way to the left. And it has at the top like acrobatics, animal handling. And this should be in the D&D Beyond character sheet if you have that.
Yeah, I have it open. I clicked it and like it rolled for me.
Oh, okay, perfect. So you can click it, ta-da!
Yeah.
Or if you like using the dice there, you can just roll d20 and add whatever the plus is.
Okay.
But I'll go around and ask everyone just so everyone doesn't have to say it over each other. I'll go by box. Dia, what'd you get?
8.
8. Okay. LEAH-far, what did you get?
6.
Tuna?
25.
Damn. Okay. Nice.
I'm good at one thing.
Eladrin?
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. My goodness. Feyora?
21.
Wow. All right. Dia and Leafar, you two are still like in the middle of this job interview, so you're talking things back and forth. So you're not really like looking out at other things in the moment. Tuna, elsewhere in the city, you're gonna notice this. Eladrin in the shop, you're gonna notice this sort of passing by outside the windows. And Feyora, as you leave the building and you begin out, as soon as you head out, you also notice there are definitely some guards, the constabulary force, just sort of like fear, when you're being watched, right? And that's what this is. You're being sort of camped out. Tuna, you see that as you're walking down to the religious wing there. And Eladrin, you see out the window, you see two walk by, and they're not wearing the usual constabulary uniform, the usual guard uniform. But you probably would even recognize them from all that trouble you had before you left with the police. So, yours are actual guards, and Tuna, yours are actual guards, but Eladrin, the ones outside the store, have probably been here watching the store for a while.
Oh no. Can I do a detect thoughts? Because I can do that now.
What's the range?
Yes. Oh my god, where is it? 30 feet.
If you walked up to the window, you'd probably be close enough because you're about 30 feet out of the window, but that's up to you.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I would like to, nonchalantly just like, oh, what's over here on this shelf? Like I haven't been in here before.
Nice. All right, you walk up to the window and you cast that surface thoughts. One of them's like, finally, this assignment's over. They've come back. The other one is like, well, they haven't eaten lunch yet. They're thinking about lunch. Like, oh man, I gotta wait here until the others show up.
I will nonchalantly again. Gregory is like just do. Oh, what's that over there? And go back towards LEAH-far and Dia, and just kind of nonchalantly again. We're being watched. And again, her back's now to the window. She does one of these. Do you have a back way out of here?
I will ask Dan, do some of these buildings have a back back entrance? Like if
You
okay,
probably would have
yeah.
scouted that, in the building selection
Fair.
initially. Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
It's like there's one.
Okay. We need to leave. And I say, if I can make it around, I can't remember the distance between the research facility and Dia's shop, but that would be where I would head.
Okay, it's a good haul across town, but maybe like not super far, maybe like 20 minutes of walking.
Okay, probably not then.
Who's watching us? Like
I don't know. They just so I'm a bit of a mind reader now. That's fun. So yeah. Apparently they're back. I don't know what that means. And I just don't feel comfortable staying here anymore.
okay.
LEAH-far, do you have people after you?
Not that I know about.
Okay, well, the issue with them following us, if they're going, we can definitely try to sneak out, but won't they continue to look for us?
Probably. I just don't.
When we were questioned, Dan, the shopkeep in the Fae realm said that Gil could do illusions, right?
Gil can, yeah. Let me pull up Gil here.
Baby. I love Gil. I love Gregory. I love animals.
All of the pets are perfect. I cannot wait for Tuna to get when the girls are all grown up, fully armored. It's gonna be amazing.
A sword in each mouth.
Mhm.
Great Grey Wolf Sith times 3.
A swirling tornado of knives.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Let's see. Superior invisibility, limited telepathy, innate spellcasting, minor illusion is among what they can do.
Okay. What is within the capabilities of minor illusion? Is it enough to just, it doesn't have to be us doing anything, but could it be the three of us just standing and talking while we sneak out the back?
Let's see, a 5-foot cube, and so if you all get close enough to the window and kind of line up in a certain perspective, I'm sure you could. Absolutely.
Okay.
You'll all be perfectly still. So it only, probably trick people for a while, but it'll work.
Okay. Do we want to try that?
I just remembered I have a Mask of the Wild feature. So if I'm just lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, I can attempt to hide. So if that helps in any way, as we're like hide.
Keeping that in mind. All right. So I'll just pretend like the sign's still closed. I'm not open. So just have all right. Get like well, he has telepathy. He can somewhat understand. So I would like to project to Gil what I'd like them to give in the give in the window while we sneak out at the same time.
Okay. Absolutely. Send that sort of mental imagery and those thoughts to Gil, who seems to acknowledge his little, like, kind of the cat purr, even though there's sort of like a dragon-esque little critter. And yeah. And cast, you see, like, sort of in the spots that you're in, your image appears still, but it lets you all kind of like drop down out of sight and like get a shimmy out to the back there. Seems to be a success.
Do I know how far away? Or wait, I don't think I know where Feyora went.
Mm-mm.
So without knowing where Feyora went, I have a 60-foot range for my telepathy feature feat thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to reach out? I'm going to try to do it to both Feyora and Tuna.
You can try and reach out.
Just try.
Is it like a constant? You can do it whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can.
you
The
kinda
detect thoughts is a long rest type or a once a day, and then I
mhm.
can use it as a spell, but the telepathy can be used whenever.
Good. All right, so you kind of turn that on. You keep setting. Initially, they're both way too far away.
Okay.
But you can keep it on and keep like pinging every so often if you want.
I would love to do that.
Yeah,
Ping,
if you
ping,
can
ping.
keep
Yep.
using it, yeah. All right,
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm gonna jump to Tuna, but I just want to know where the three of you are headed first. Are you going to that research thing?
I mean, she was gonna head there anyways,
Mhm.
so maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Following you.
Cool.
May I ask?
Turning to Leah-far. This actually happens a lot. I am so sorry.
Welcome.
Welcome to the group.
Yeah. Just so I know how stealthy the three of you are being, may I ask Eladrin, Dia, and Leafar to make a stealth check, please?
I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay,
Bless you,
so
because I'm at disadvantage.
oh,
Yeah, that's why.
that's right.
So, Leafar, you're gonna add 10 to whatever your stealth roll is.
Nice. All right, Eladrin, let me know what you get first here.
23.
Ooh, stealthy. And Leafar?
29. Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, damn, nice. Okay. The two of you almost don't see Leafar. She's really stealthy. Oh, there. And Dia?
Well, thanks to that plus 10, 16.
Yeah. Oh, no. But yay. Thank goodness. All right. The three of you feel pretty confident. You've snuck out and are just sort of carefully walking kind of between people and not out in the open, but kind of sticking with crowds and stuff as you navigate towards the university here, which houses the research center. Tuna, you have walked down, like topographically, it's even a little. There's a lot of roads that slope down towards this religious ward where they kind of welcome people that are devout to the primordials and even those that are devout to the previous deities that are now gone. Where you've had a number of positive exchanges with a number of folks. You arrive. Is there anything in particular you're looking for down here?
I am trying to find Baragon.
Amazing. Baragon's usual haunts. So it doesn't take you too long to find him. He's helping some people down in that triage center, probably currently.
Cool. Am I still being tailed into the religious?
Right. I should say that you are being tailed. If you want to do anything to try and shake him before you get there, you're welcome to.
I would like to try to just kind of maybe take some weird turns kind of thing.
Nice. Okay, let's see. So there's plenty of buildings here to try and like take that hide action. I guess I'll just ask you to make a stealth check. I'm gonna let you do it with advantage because you're really familiar with this area of town.
Okay, so that would be a straight stealth check, and that's a 21.
Oh, go Tuna. That's awesome. Okay, yep. So in that case, you easily duck the guards. There were two of them that were tailing you, and it got a little obvious at one point, but you ducked down a few alleys, and long before you got, a good 10 minutes before you got to the religious ward, you lost them.
Cool. I would also like to cast Sending.
Oh.
Because as a peace cleric, I always have it prepared.
Nice.
And I'm actually going to cast it at Feyora.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to say, I'm being tailed, I think, by the constabulary. Sorry, I'm trying to count words because I only get 25 words. I would assume everyone else is as well. Figured you were the one to tell. 24. I think 24 or 23 one.
23.
23. I was close.
I'm gonna do the Travis Willingham like counting up.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Amazing. You can reply
And I'll
to
just,
them.
I know, you can reply to this message. I was counting syllables. My dumb self was counting syllables.
That's what you, yeah, it's an automatic thing.
Yeah.
So, gotcha.
Thank you. Then I'll just, my last 2 words, I'll say, hey, bye.
Nice. Do you respond, Feyora? You get that message mentally?
I do. They can't respond back once I respond, right? Okay. And I don't know where anyone is going. Are there locations that we would all know about?
The one we just left, I think, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Feyora knows where Eladrin lives. I don't know if that helps any, but
I don't want a metagame.
no. But yeah, I don't know where else. No.
It would be that, or Ayvaline's house would be the place that we've been to all together.
All right. I guess she'll say back. I should have a way to lose them. Would she still have her apartment?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have an address for that, but maybe just add insert address.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
That's all I got. Sorry.
All right, that's all right. I will add, backtracking a little, but bringing it to present. While in the tea shop, you only had a sip of that tea, but it has gone right through you. And in this moment, you have to pee so bad, Feyora. And that's where we'll take our bio break.
So
I
sorry.
know. I didn't have anything to use as a segue. I'm like, well, you had tea. That's all I can come up with.
Feyora is just very well hydrated.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm gonna go brew some tea now.
Nice. So for anyone
Oh my goodness.
that's new, we take about a 10-minute bio break. We'll leave our audio hot so you can chat with us, but we'll have our BRB screen up and stuff. But we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes. Okay. Boop.
So sorry, Pam. Welcome to the group.
I love it.
Oh, good.
Cry.
But yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay.
brew some tea.
I am so sorry, Pam. I'm realizing that I did not do you justice and like rolling things and kind of going through the motions. But if you have any questions, please let me know. It's fine, totally fine to ask on here. And if ever you feel like because I don't want to ever talk down or mansplain anything. So if it feels like that, please give me a kick.
Not at all.
Okay. But please feel free to, because it's the last thing I want.
Yeah. No, I'm still like learning everything, so it helps.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. All right, I am gonna go. Wee.
Same. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna,
too.
I'm gonna find some chocolate to eat. So, Pam, I wanted to ask, you had mentioned in the Discord that you were a sorcerer. Can I ask what kind of sorcerer? Or is that something you want to leave a secret? Totally fine. All of us have like tons of character secrets, so I just wanted to ask.
What kind? Meaning?
Subclass. Apologies.
No,
So
that's okay.
every class of D&D character has like a subclass, which is just more personalization.
Uh-huh.
And we get that I think at level 3 to decide what that is.
Hmm.
This is like what brand of sorcerer are you?
Would it say like on the character thing?
It should. Are you
We
talking about
should. Let me
subclasses?
check. Yes. I think it's in
Feature and
so it
traits.
should be in a tab features and traits.
Mm.
And it should be something underneath what's called sorcerer's origin. Can't read.
Okay. Oh, divine soul.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
juicy.
Oh. Oh.
How's cheer?
Oh.
Sorry. Of course, sorcerers get that at first level because that's entirely who they are. So that's
Yeah.
me.
Nice. Don't forget that. Oh, it's Tuna and Feyora, I think, that have the DM thing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice, Frank. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Nope. That's why I had to. Well, fun inside the city stuff today.
Of course.
Pasha, this is your fault. I just made a mug of peppermint tea.
Nice.
Welcome
not
to
had-
the tea.
I've not had tea in so long.
Oh,
You stick
nice.
around me long enough, you're just gonna be obsessed with tea.
I bought some like sleepy time berry something the other day because I was like,
Oh.
Tasha makes tea sound so good.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Nice.
You influenced me.
It's amazing. So my blend, because I couldn't decide the blend, because I have to do herbal at night, but it's called Haunted Garden, and it's like lavender, chamomile, rose petals, lemon balm, like
Oh, that sounds so
bunch
good.
Send us a link.
I didn't make it. I buy from a herbalist in Colorado. She's amazing, and I love it.
Love it.
Gonna
from
have to link.
Win Dixie. I need
Oh
good
my gosh,
tea
Win Dixie.
places. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I used to live in Florida, so I'm like, oh my god, I haven't heard Win Dixie in forever.
I'm in Alabama, so
Nice.
And Dixie and for me was Piggly Wiggly.
I worked there. It's a rite
Yeah.
of passage.
Appalachian Mountains.
Amazing.
Their store's called The Wild Magic.
Yes,
cool.
yes.
Sounds fun.
But like, I think she's certified anyways. But I've been buying her tea for years, and like, I don't know what it is. Probably because she knows what she's doing, but like, it's really damn good tea. She doesn't do any like black teas or anything. It's just strictly like herbal.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Yeah, it's just herbal teas.
I want to know what Rapunzel is.
It's for hair growth or something.
Um,
Lung love is great. what do I have? Roseberry, Lung Love. I got the sore throat one because she just made that.
What
Haunted
was
Garden.
Alfalfa. I respect that. I cannot do alfalfa. I had guinea pigs for too long.
That's fair.
So cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Need lung love.
No, seriously, it's like my favorite. Like, I have asthma, and so whenever it's just having like a rough time, I'm like, I need some tea. And not like it solves everything, but it just makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I need hearth.
Oh my god, Hearth is so good. Because I have stomach issues.
I also have stomach issues and very severe acid reflux. So
No!
Stomach issues unite!
it's like I have a
Love it.
bumper sticker that says "Hot girls hit curbs," and I'm gonna make one that says "Hot girls have stomach issues." Like, you know,
Like I'll buy it. Can you
Right.
can you let me know when that's available?
100%.
Because your girl's all messed up.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Carly. If you were still talking, sorry.
No, I was blowing my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Not hot anymore.
All right, I will put us back then. Boop, with the touch of a button. It's working now, so. Hello, everybody. All right, where were we? A tense moment of Feyora having to pee, I think. Okay, let's jump back in. We'll jump back in with Tuna. We haven't covered much of Tuna, and then I think we've got some other things to jump around and do. So Tuna, you have ditched them. You've sent the message and gotten your reply from Feyora, who gave you an address of a location, but you're pretty close now. I'm like 10 minutes away from getting to the ward and finding Paragon. I'm still doing that.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
quickly stop in there.
Sure.
I've been gone a while.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard to miss him. He's not, super to you. He's short. He's 6'1".
Right.
But,
The horns that give me the extra height.
Nice.
Horn.
Yeah. But yeah, a big Leonin, lion, humanoid gentleman, and that flowing kind of golden hair and mane that's kind of, moving around, triaging some people that, can't or don't want to be seen in the proper hospital type places and seeing them on their way. But you're welcome to approach. He doesn't spot you yet, but he's not busy.
Yeah, I'll just kind of say, "It's been a while," and just kind of walk over.
Well, you look different somehow. Like you have a mission or something.
I died.
Oh, are you alright? You're in one piece?
I mean, it got better, but
How
yeah.
How are you?
Weirdly okay. I don't
Right.
know. I thought it would be a lot more, but I mean, I'm fine. And then I'll just kind of, we don't have to RP it out, but like I'll just kind of sit with him and catch him up on not details of stuff, but like general, like what's been going on. Just a little therapy session, very quick. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have long, but, and then just kind of be like that.
He'll give some words of encouragement, like, a lot of people give up long before the death point, but here, even after that, you're still working on you and your goal and helping people, and just really trying to give you that encouragement of just that, offering that reflection of what he sees in you.
And Tune will just kind of, after that, just kind of thank him and just, for everything. When I came here, I didn't really know what I was doing, but yeah. Then I'll just kind of nod at him and then head to find Feyora.
Come back again. I'll have more jellies.
Oh yeah, I definitely stocked up like while I was there. Like I was like, "Do you have any little jars?"
Of course.
These tiny little jars.
That's awesome. You got like 8 of them, all wrapped up in a blanket, little kerchief.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that, and then you're heading to the address that Feyora gave.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Keeping an eye out to make sure that no one picks my trail back up.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, with your perception check, we'll keep that. You're gonna find that you've lost them well enough where no one picks you up all the way to the address. You're safe. Feyora, you ducked into a bathroom to pee. Are you then going to the apartment?
So I'm actually gonna try and go back to Ayvaline's, and in an attempt to at least like confuse the people on her tail, she's just gonna try and duck like in front of people, like within the crowd.
Are you trying to lose them altogether or keep them trailing and confuse them?
I'd say attempt to lose.
Sure. Make a stealth check with advantage.
It's gonna be a 28.
Okay, you turn invisible. I'm just kidding. But you get very stealthy, dodge in and out of. You know what to do to lose a tail, and make your way to Ayvaline's. You're welcomed in. Oh, yes, welcome back. It's the food, isn't it? You're here for more food.
I wish I could say. I really need to talk to Ayvaline, please.
Yep. Gets. Oh, it's Feyora. Welcome back.
I'm so sorry to bother you.
Oh.
I am being tailed. Can I please borrow the connecting sending stone that goes to Eladrin's? I need to relay a message.
Of course. Reaches through a few pockets. Yes, this is it.
Alright, she'll take it. Is there a limit on like how much I can?
25 words and just the one message. It uses the sending spell once.
Okay. We're being tailed. Meet at such and such address. I might look a little different. That's it. That's all she'll say.
Okay. All set. Sorry, Eladrin, do you reply?
Yes, I do. She'll just be like, shit! And just like, redirecting now. So she's gonna redirect and head to insert address.
Okay. Let's see.
She's gonna pass the stone back, and then also ask to borrow the bathroom.
Please, Feyora's gotta go today. The tea. Oh, no, just kidding. Oh yes, of course. Any of the bathrooms down here.
Right, while she's in there, she's gonna change out her clothes and put on some face makeup and change into a wig.
Ooh. Okay.
And then once she's done, she's gonna head out to the address.
Okay. It's closest actually to Ayvaline's. It's in a really. This is where she had to burn most of your stuff. So this is a hideaway, a safe house. that is in an affluent area of the city, in a nice wealthy portion. So you're actually closest, coming from Ayvaline. So you arrive there first. You can keep a lookout. Tuna, I think, is going to arrive next, based on where everyone is in the city. When you approach, gosh, it's think of like a San Francisco street where, you know, it's kind of a lot of slopes here. All the buildings are sort of adjacent to one another, but they're really, really like luxurious. You can tell they're deep buildings. They're up like 4 stories and gated in the front. The gate's only like 20 feet from the entrance, but gorgeous, gorgeous house. You arrive, the gate is open, pushes in. You want to go up inside? What would you like to do? Knock?
I want to take. I know that I lost them earlier, but I still want to take one more look around just before I go in.
You make a fresh perception check if you want. Yeah.
I too was a criminal. Still at disadvantage. That is an 18.
Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, you did not get tailed.
Cool. Then I will go inside.
Oh,
yeah. Knock on the door.
Okay. Are you here to knock?
She'll check through like a little peephole, make sure.
It's a fisheye lens version of Tuna. Looking back.
Alright, then she'll quickly unlock the door and welcome them in.
And you step in. Again, luxurious stuff in here. It looks relatively untouched and not used. But everything is very nice in here.
I'll say, hi, sorry, my friend Feyora told me to meet her here. Is she here? Because you're still wearing the disguise, right? Okay.
Yeah, you see a woman that's, you know, roughly the same height. Seems a little taller. Brown hair that runs down, very wealthy attire.
It is me.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that is impressive. Oh, wow. All right.
It's a bit of a side hobby of mine.
Yeah.
I figured it was the best thing to do since we're getting tailed, apparently.
Right. Do the others know? Have you gotten in touch with them?
I went to Ayvaline's and used their other sending stone to send Eladrin a message, so hopefully they'll be here.
Perfect. I figured you would be the quickest, so.
I appreciate that. Do we know what we did? We've been gone.
I mean, we're in jail, but like, we got out legally. We got out legally. Right?
Can't believe this. Finally do things the legal way. I'm still in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, take a seat. Do you want any food? I could see if there's food. I actually don't know if there's anything.
Oh, actually, and then I'll pull out my jams and just put them on the table. I have a friend that makes these and they're wonderful. Just take your pick. I think there's some like boysenberry in there.
Ooh, she'll just grab a jar at random.
It's like tiny little bon maman jam jars.
Artisanal jams. Baragon's own.
She's gonna go like snoop around the kitchen, see if there's any utensils or anything.
This particular location seems to be fully stocked with silverware. Everything to be lived in.
Ooh, this is fancy. She'll grab one, bring it back over.
Hey, you begin enjoying that. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes later, Eladrin, LEAH-far, and Dia, you find yourselves in this again, very affluent portion of the city. You find the address, check it a couple times. This is it. The gate's open. Do you go up?
No. Yeah.
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 You walking inside or knocking? What would you like to do?
We'll knock.
Okay.
I feel like Ladrin would just open the door.
Okay.
Oh.
Ladrin pushes.
About to knock.
Ladrin pushes the door open. It's interesting. So for Leafar and Ladrin and Dia, of course, you all see Tuna sitting there. It's two people sitting down and eating some jams. Tuna and the other person, again, maybe a little taller than Feyora. Brunette hair, runs maybe down towards the small of this woman's back. Fine clothing, skin tone, a couple shades lighter than Feyora's. Interestingly, one of her eyes is green and the other eye is blue. Now, everyone's just sort of taking this in, but Dia, you are just a little like, wait, why is Astrin here? Astrin, the person that your Mahdi would sometimes pull you aside to talk to that would come and visit the child. Sometimes, I can't remember if the two of you connected here at Obermon's mill. But aside from Tuna, Astrid.
Astrin or Astrid?
Astrin. Two N's,
Okay.
I think.
I just wanted to add, as a reaction, like worried someone came in, not realizing yet that it was Ladrin. Feyora would have like immediately stood up and like drew one of her swords.
Astrid, it's us.
Oh,
Tuna,
shit!
how do you know Astrid?
And I'm just kind of looking between the two of them, like you can see the gears turning in Tuna's head, like it's not. And I've got like a mouthful of like a piece of bread with like jam on it, like what?
She would kind of like flash her sword, which I think would be recognized by them. Like it's. I'm sorry. It's Feyora.
You just like sidestep and join Tuna to just like stuff her face with jam.
I'm like explaining like what all the flavors are and that Baron God made them.
No, it's just people watching at this point.
Yeah.
Just like
I'm just gonna quickly close and lock the door too while Dia's processing.
I'm gonna quickly add too, just for Am and Leafar. Nobody else knows who this Astrid is. Like this is just something Dia knows. Everyone else is just like.
Yeah, I think Leafar is just like still like getting to know everyone, so they're just like in the background, like what's going on right now.
I want some jam. I've got jam and toast over here.
Yeah, and then I just grab a piece of bread and start eating anxiously in the corner.
We're all just like watching a tennis match. Like
So yes. So is this someone that you know, or someone that you have pretended to be for a while?
I am Astrid, and I am Feyora. Yeah. So you know my occupation. This is like a security measure for said occupation. I make lives for these disguises, and I separate them almost. It's like a helpful mental trick. Pretend that they're separate people. So if ever caught, I don't know them. That's some other person. Does that
So you've known who I was from the beginning.
Yeah. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Hmm. What didn't you tell me?
Like I said, separate. It kind of defeats the purpose if I go around telling everyone all the time. But since we're being tailed, disguising myself seemed like the best way to avoid being recognized and stopped.
Would you have ever told me?
Yeah. I mean, I am now?
By circumstances of us walking into your lavishly appointed apartment unannounced.
This is actually my first time in this one.
Okay. We should deal with that. So, who do we know? Who do we believe is after us? The reason why they'd be after us.
Adrian's very she's so happy that this is happening. So
just here for the
just
drama.
Oh my god, it's spilling the tea. I'm so happy right now.
Adrian loves all types of tea.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
I sent you as well, Serena, a very quick Discord message just to add a little pinch to that.
All right. Let me. I had to close it on my computer since my computer wanted to act like an old man. But I have it on my phone.
Just to do with what you will.
Got it. So I am very clearly trying to change the conversation, but there is my hair is starting to float a little bit, and there is very sharp sparks of just gold electricity sparking off me. As I'm just ooh, jam! I love jam.
I'm just gonna hand you an entire jar, just kind of slide it across the table.
Great.
Feyora's kind of hiding behind Tuna, inching closer.
So, I mean, we know it's the cops.
I don't think it's all of the. Wait.
You would have known that they weren't. They weren't
even the ones that aren't in their uniform.
Yeah. There were two of the ones that you had encountered previously. They were in that group that found you at the research place.
Right. Yes, those motherfuckers.
To catch you up to speed, LEAH-far. Our first excursion together, we were out procuring an item for an aristocrat of the city. after that job was done, come to find out that they were found murdered in their home. But it wasn't us. I will add, before I continue, it was not us. It was their butler that did the murder. But we were brought into questioning because we were the last known people of high skill training magic that they knew had contact with them.
So you
And
were framed, maybe? Or
I suppose we'd be the easiest suspects. I don't think they disappeared. They turned into weird jellyfish goo when we confronted them, so didn't really have a perp to give them.
We did get bailed out though.
We did.
Like, it went through all the proper channels, so like we're not fugitives.
Nope.
I don't think.
No. We shouldn't be.
Right?
Ayvaline cleared that.
do you
So-
think the people that have been watching us have anything to do with that?
Could be. I don't know if they, as a whole, maybe someone paying them.
You know, legal wise, you got out because Avaline's, butler went here, aka also lawyer. When it
Right,
was
yeah.
like, you can't keep interrogating them. They really wanted to ask you more questions, put the pressure on you, which might be why then you disappeared. So they might be like, oh, we're keeping an eye out for
All
them.
suspicious.
Mhm,
We were
mhm.
technically out on bail, I guess, and
And we left the city.
You were free. You were free to go. Yeah, but they were
Just
like,
don't leave the city. And
I'm
they
a
left the
certified
city.
magistrate. I know how this works. We shouldn't have done that.
I mean, it's not like we can avoid being seen in this town ever again.
Yeah, fair.
But I don't want to go back. There's no reason we need to go back. That is no.
So when do we leave?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, right?
We can leave tomorrow. Well, 2 days. I mean, don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
Y'all
fair.
still look like shit.
Yeah.
Eloquently,
Respectfully.
as always, Eladrin.
Just say.
Yes, I think 2 days should be more than fine.
Hide out here the night and just kind of move in secret in the meantime.
We could split up for a little bit tomorrow. I really need to check in at my apartment facility.
I will say my only problem, I might just stay here. I'm a little obvious. I am a hot pink and very large.
It's a nice neighborhood. You should be able to hide out here until we try to leave.
Yeah, I'll just kind of chill.
Cool. Eladrin's gonna look at LEAH-far and be like, "You sure you're good? You don't have like I'm sorry, you're new, and I just want to make sure we're good. Also, you're ready to leave in 2 days."
I think that should be good.
Okay. So no one's tailing you. It's just us. So it's not you, it's us.
Legion, I'm pretty sure that the possible murder suspects are the ones bringing in the constabulary.
You
Not
don't
very
know.
nice. I'm pretty sure.
I don't really have a reason to be tailed, but
Okay.
You never know. I don't know.
See, thank you. You never know. I'm
They
just
oh my god. Is there any way to
Okay.
welcome them?
Okay, if I listen, I would expect the same treatment too if I was new. And now that we've got our bases covered, I won't ask again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go eat my jam now.
Love it.
Good.
All right. So it sounds like you've set, a couple of days to let Dia and Tuna finish recovering. Really, there wasn't any, just see as a reminder anyway, Ayvaline didn't set any timer or anything. It's, she knows you want to go up to Crestforge, and this is what needs to be done, but do it on your time. So take the time to recover if you'd like. Is there anything, if you're staying for a couple more days to rest up, anything you want to do today before rest tonight?
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
Siri, I'm not asking you.
Sometime before we rest, I want to cast Glyph of Warding. And I want to put that on the door to this place.
What do you want the glyph to look like as you light it on the door?
Is there like a runic symbol of Taikati? Is that like a thing?
Yeah, there isn't right in this moment. Now there is. It can be, storm elemental, right? So something like clouds with lightning, it's sort of a structure of cloud with lightning.
Cool. It is that. And it covers, and technically it covers an area no larger than 10 feet. So just the area around the door is what I want it to kind of cover.
Okay.
And I am trying to figure out what I want it to trigger. Sorry. So yeah, basically if anyone gets close enough to this, it is going to be a So technically I can do a prepared spell.
Oh, no.
And when the glyph is triggered, the spell is cast. Well, that wouldn't work. I was going to try to do, this is wild. I was going to try to do sending and have it tell one of us, but technically it triggers whoever, or it targets whoever triggers that.
Oh, yeah.
So that would not work. In that case, I'm going to store thaumaturgy.
Ooh, okay.
And it can create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point, so it's just going to be an alarm sound. Basically, I don't have access to alarm, so that's my alarm.
Beautiful. Okay.
And it lasts until it's dispelled, so...
Ooh, damn. All right,
it's
nice.
just there now.
Beautiful. Okay. You take some time to set that up. Cast the spell, that glyph of thunder clouds and lightning arcing down sort of in a circle, illuminates and then softly fades into the door. Spellcast. Anyone else? Anything for today before bedtime? Eladrin?
Yes, just real quick because she feels really bad now. She's going to whip up a really light, crisp, fruity concoction tea. Like orange, lemongrass, whatever. I don't know. And I really need a list of tea stuff. Anyways, and she's going to go over to LEAH-far and be like, I'm sorry. Trusting people's really it's a process for me. I'm working on it. Here's some tea.
And LEAH-far is really accepting of this because they're also really hesitant to trust people, and they're still a bit hesitant in this situation. They show it in a different way, I think, than Eladrin. but they, they're gladly taking the tea, and they're also because LEAH-far likes to return favors to people when they give them something, and so they never walk around without their flute, and so they're like, let me play everyone a song, and Yeah. And they play like a really beautiful song for everyone.
Aww.
It's really cute.
I love that.
Oh,
It helps kind of like settle some of, there's some nerves a little earlier with Astrid slash Feyora and Dia seeing that and being followed and everything. Yeah, so Leah-far's song's really perfect timing with that. Helps really settle some of the nerves, at least if it's being followed. I won't speak on Dia or Feyora. Anyone else tonight before bedtime?
I feel like Feyora would want to try and clear the air with Dia. Like she feels really bad.
Okay. Do you want to catch Dia in a moment when she's by herself, or are you trying to catch her with everyone around?
Probably alone.
Yeah.
Plenty of rooms in this big house, so
Definitely would have found a room immediately. Once the song was played, very lovely. I was very happy for that. But then off to a room.
I feel like later on in the evening, Feyora would kind of like sneak up to the door, and just kind of like poke her head in.
I'll be sitting with. If there's a. Is there a window? Like, do these. A nice apartment, do they have like windows and such?
The buildings on either side prohibit it, but the front, a bunch of windows, and the rear, a bunch of windows into a little backyard. A 30 by 30 backyard.
Absolutely. It would have, yeah, taken one of the room back and the doors open. Just looking out of the balcony or window that looks outside. And hearing the door open, turn to see, and then seeing that it's Feyora. There's just a difference when someone's like, someone's coming to visit me, and seeing the person I didn't want to see. You're like,
I do want to say by now she would have taken off the disguise. She doesn't plan on.
So it's Astrid.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm really sorry I didn't tell you. I don't typically have to mix the lives. And I wasn't expecting to be working with you this much in this capacity.
Then why but the adventurer's attic at all? If you valued so much keeping all these lives separate.
Connections are important in my job. And, knowing you, I knew you were going to do well here. It seemed important for you to know me in all of these.
I'm trying very hard to be able to see where you're coming from, because in a very compressed amount of time, I am sure we have revealed a lot more to each other than we have admitted to anyone in our current lives. It is just you stood there beside the one person I could trust in this whole world. She told me I could trust you. Oh, Astrid. I should say, she told me I could trust Astrid. And so that is the part that I am trying to overcome right now. And I don't want to invalidate your reasons for surviving because I know I've done things to survive.
I don't know if this makes it better or worse, but your body knew it was me. She's known both tales of both ends of the coin. I just never expected to get to know you more than than the owner of the adventurous attic. And then, we're here traveling to the frickin' Feywild together and doing all these things. It just seems like a difficult thing to bring up out of nowhere. While I do the disguises to deceive, it's not meant to do it to those that I'm close to. Though typically I just don't get all that close to people. As I said before, it's just a security measure. I can infiltrate places as Astrid, get into these high-end places because she's from some made-up fucking family that has some sway. I've been alive for over 100 years. There's a lot that I've had to do to get through. I never meant for it to be like this, though. I'm not asking you to forgive me. Not now, not ever, if you don't want. But I do want you to know I'm sorry.
I do appreciate that. And it's not like I'm never going to forgive you. I know I will. We do enough for each other that it's bound to happen. And honestly, I might forget if who knows, we might end up dying and saving each other once again. Making jokes about that already. I perhaps it is childish of me because I very much understand not wanting to get close to others, not in the same capacity. I'm sure, but because we all live different lives, but my father, when he knew of my abilities, what naturally comes to me. The only other my Mahdi and you as were only other times I was visited by others or I was allowed out was when he would bring other nobles and their children for play dates. And I have a way with people sometimes, if I want to. I've seen it happen before with that werewolf, and for others, sometimes I can make it last a lot longer. And making friends with noblemen's children is the fastest way to make friends with other nobles. So I care very deeply when I trust others, because that's not something, it lets me know it's real, because I didn't know I could do that for a while. So, and I say that because I do and have come to trust you. And so this has just been a shock to a very fragile feeling that I have yet to nurture.
Really sorry to have broken that trust, Via. As I said, I didn't anticipate this. Yeah, I just thought it would be a simple job protecting some miners, and now we're fighting alongside each other and bringing back dead people.
Right.
But I've never lied as Feyora. If that helps.
It honestly very much does.
And while we're here in the business of being honest, you know Roger?
Vague.
Arkstone dealer.
Uh,
He's the
Oh,
one
what
that
was
dealt
that?
Arkstone dealer. He's the one that dealt you Arkstone secretly from.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
I'm also Roger.
Well, then I'm not ashamed to admit that I was very obviously flirting with you to get a very good price, so you can have that now. Is there anyone that you are also in the navigation of my circle? Are you secretly also Eladrin that I need to know about?
No.
Okay.
That should be it. I lose track. There's a lot.
There's a lot. Oh. That can't be easy. Having to navigate that many lives to feel safe. So, thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So I fear if I say it again, it won't sound real.
It makes me feel better though, so
Okay.
I understand. I preemptively in the morning, now that I've not held it in, I do forgive you, Feyora. I just when you've learned to cope and survive for so long, it's hard to break those habits. So I just needed some time.
Thank you. And she'll kind of like awkwardly put her arms up, like
Oh,
Hug?
I'm right into that hug.
Aw.
Immediately.
That's beautiful.
It was very good flirting, by the way.
Of course it is. I'm natural.
Amazing. Well, as the two of you wrap up, this initial discussion on this, and have shared with open honesty the feelings, and so wonderfully actively listen to one another. There's a little bit of snowfall that begins to fall on the balcony just outside. A couple of birds land and do their bird thing and fly off. And day continues on into evening. Is there anything else anyone would like to do today before going to bed tonight? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be sleeping in the living room because I've got my weapon of warning too. So if anyone, just in case like something happens, the warding that's been put up, that's a backup. And I'm gonna kind of sit down on the floor. And I'm gonna pull out a child's hobby alchemist set. The box is like a little tattered, worn for wear. Gonna set up like a little Bunsen burner, and a little vial above it. It's just gonna be like slightly broken. What's word? It's instruction booklet. And she's going to flip over to a concentration kind of direction setup. As she's flipping through, a little sticker sheet is going to fall out with some of the stickers missing. It was a child at heart. And she's going to take out one of health potions, start the process for concentrating it. And then she's going to reach into her mouth, and she's going to unscrew her Faete tooth to pour the concentrated health potion once it's done.
Get it all set. And Al. So of course, anyone that sees this sees just that little children's booklet. That's like the kit is half of the book. It's like a box with a little. The other side's the book that closes the lid. And so that I'll actually add to LEAH-far, if you happen to catch this. These are, you'll recognize these as very, very rudimentary alchemy tools. And as you watch, if you end up watching Feyora kind of go through this process, you might even have some pointers for her. You don't have to share, but just wanted you to know that you would know some pointers.
Yeah, I feel like LEAH-far definitely would notice and probably go over there. Like, hey, look what I have like in my bag. Like, let me show you. Like, if there's some things you want to learn or have questions about.
I absolutely. Am I doing this right? I've only done this a couple of times.
Yeah, and then I would like answer any of her questions.
Nice. You definitely are able to give some pointers.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, there's an extra part of the process she can add that just helps really refine it a little more, and speed the time up, with which it's done. Oh, you don't have to do that long. That's done in 10 minutes, not 40. And you just make the process a little faster for her. Hey, anything else for anyone tonight? All right. Well, it's off to bed then. Everyone's able to get a long rest again. Tuna and Dia, even with all the stuff buzzing in your head about today, and Astrid, Roger, and all the things that you can kind of play back, even with your body and in relation to Astrid and stuff. You're still just so warm. You still fall asleep. You start thinking about it. Your brain starts racing and then shuts off. You go right to sleep. Right. It's another good night's sleep. I think that brings Tuna and Dia to 2 points of exhaustion. Okay. Oh, another fresh day starts. It's more, the same sort of as yesterday. Light snowfall. There's some snowbirds fluttering about. There's people walking by in the street, heading to wherever they're off to. Sun is up, and you're all able to wake up. Is there anything on this next day any of you want to tackle, or are you just looking to get through it?
I still haven't bought a diamond, so if one of us wants to, I mean, it'd probably be best maybe Feyora if you purchase it, because I terrible about unnoticed.
Yeah, I can do that.
Eladrin needs to go to the Zenith Institute.
Ooh.
You want to run the errands together? That way we're not like separated. So if anything happens to you, I know what happened.
Times.
Aw.
Drinking buddies.
Oh, and we can go get a drink after.
Yep. Yeah, 100 gold pieces to buy the diamond.
Oh, you have 100?
Yes.
Towards it?
3.
Oh, you've got all 3. Okay, nice.
Good lord. I'll see that happen and go, Dia, I can chip in, like.
Oh, if you want to, yeah. I don't know, when we all said I'm low on funds, I assumed that meant no money. I
mean, I have like 130 gold, but it's not. I mean, it's not a diamond's worth.
If we all chip in, if we all chip in 100, that's fine.
And I just hand Feyora 100, nice. And I'm like, I'm not letting Dia pay for all this.
Eladrin, are you just like eating biscuits, pretending not to hear?
Well, she's not one for holding on, I guess. I can chip in a little bit, but like I can chip in a little bit.
How much you want to chip in, Eladrin?
Well, shit. Let's see. Hold on.
We can always use some of the party funds too.
Mm-hmm.
Ease up.
Okay.
We did just get like 55. No.
55 each.
We got 55 each.
Well, we got 23 from that traveler dude.
Right. So. We're up to 63 gold pieces in the group account.
Wow.
So we can use it all if you would like.
I'll see if I can haggle too. Astrid's got, noble connections.
Steal it.
Ooh.
Steal it. Yeah, that's my haggle method.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We can each chip in like 75 if it's the full 300. Like that's just 4, unless if LEAH-far wants to chip in too. No pressure. Or
welcome to the group.
Find out what the total is, and then we can like discuss.
Welcome to the group. We're buying.
I feel like
LEAH-far's
curious, like what's the diamond for?
So we can bring people back from the dead.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have a fancy spell.
I feel like they would want to chip in.
We'll use it to save you if you die. Don't worry.
Whoever dies first gets first dibs on the diamond.
Pretty much.
We won't make
Jesus.
rock, paper, scissors.
Nice. Well, if you each did 50 and took 50 from the group funds, you'd have your 300.
Nice. I'm gonna give myself back 50 gold.
I love how Dia was so ready to get it, but also so ready to let everyone chip in as soon as they said that.
Oh, business.
I love it. Okay,
wait,
so
how much did
you
say?
Well, if it's 50 from each person and then 50 from the group fund, that'd be 300.
Then it'll be 10 from the group fund. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 300, right?
It's 300, so it'd be 50 from each. All
60.
5 of you be 250, and then 50 from the group fund because I think there's 60 something in the group fund. That would be 300. That way, everyone only has to do 50 in the group fund.
I see.
I mean, do whatever way you like. That was just me throwing that out there.
We have 3 gold pieces in our group account.
I
That's
need to
cool.
do some real adventurous stuff and like hunt some monsters. I don't know.
You can play, yeah. I feel you've got at least 2 people in your party now that are pretty good with recognizing animal parts that can be, LEAH-far and Eladrin would likely be really good at like, oh, that's worth something, and I can show you how to remove that from the the creature.
Sick.
Yeah, I feel like Leah wants to focus on making some more money.
After seeing the group coffers.
As everyone is like leaving the house, Tuna's just gonna yell, don't forget, password's halibut. You will set off the alarm if you don't say it before you come in.
Cool.
Nice.
Do I need to put the diamond in the bag of holding?
I want to role play out buying the diamond. Actually,
Gotcha.
in case I can haggle.
Well, I already took it from the party fund, so
Nice.
whatever.
I'll pass it to Feyora. Feyora and Eladrin are heading out for diamond buying and the Zenith Institute for Arcane Technology. Tuna's staying in. LEAH-far and Dia, do you want to stay in today as well?
I think I will stay in as well. I'll drop off those. Hey, looking for employment? Apply at the Adventurer's Attic. I'll drop those off right before we leave town.
Okay, nice.
We're doing arts and crafts to make the flyers. Tuna's got like a glue stick.
Just to simplify that, Dia, as well, I'll say that you did have someone like doing some temp work there that was showing a lot of promise. And they, you haven't been there and the shop's been closed, but you could probably reach out to them. You know that they're a trustworthy person.
Okay, just absolutely. Then I'll just hire them full time. I would happily hire them on while full time while we're adventuring, and then they can when we're in town.
Okay, we're thrilled with that. Whenever that, even if that's on your way out of town, you know where to find them, and be thrilled with that.
I do just want to add that I get in my disguise before I leave the house.
You're back as Astrid?
Yeah.
Okay. And LEAH-far, did you want to stay in today, or did you want to go with Feyora?
I think they're gonna stay in today. Yeah.
Okay, so Feyora and Eladrin, you head out. You first go to the store where you can buy diamonds. There's 2 options. One is a component shop for spells, and the other one is a jewelry shop. If you're looking for, I don't know if either of you would really know which one provides a better price, so I'll let you pick. Which one do you want to go to?
I should add now, Feyora knows nothing about magic. So we're gonna turn to Eladrin on that one.
That's why you wanted to go together. Cool.
Everything has an ulterior motive now.
No, I had a good plan. There was a good plan behind it.
I mean, it's whatever. Okay. What? Well, she doesn't jewelry shop. Okay, so she's not looking for, I mean, she knows it typically goes 300 because she used the spell. She'll probably naturally gravitate towards like the arcane-ish shop versus just the jewelry shop.
Opponent shop it is.
Yeah. Just to make sure like it's actually going to work. Maybe.
All right. You head on over there and step in, and it's a shop that's a little smaller than Dia's. But it has, very strictly a lot of the components, which are some really, if you've ever read the components, there's a lot of like cricket legs and weird, just unique things for spells. Yeah.
Alright.
So you go in and you find a lot of the stuff is jarred, and there's definitely a section for like diamonds that are ground up into diamond dust and other things. But you do see section as you kind of navigate the space up near the front counter where you ring out. That has rather behind the counter locked some of the more expensive diamonds used for spells. Some are 300, some are 1,000, and then there's just a few that are worth 25,000 gold pieces locked back there. There is an elven woman, maybe around 800 or 900 or so, that comes up. Black hair with some white streaks in it. Purplish, like a maroon almost dress with some blue overalls kind of tucked around it. And walks up to the counter. Oh, hello, welcome. How may I help you today? What can I help you find?
Hello, my name's Astrid. It is a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure.
I'm looking to get some diamonds.
Oh, yes, ground or whole?
Whole, please.
All right. Well, we have a selection here. She shows you the 3 different costs.
I will need the ones at 300, please. Now, are they really? Is the quality good?
They will. Yes, they'll perform as required. They'll meet the minimum standards according to the Wizard's catalog for spell components. So yes.
300. Really just seems still quite expensive. And
Yes, it is the nature of the business.
where do you get these from? I'm just curious.
Oh, they're all farm to table. Just kidding. They're all mined from Orin's Keep, of course. Yes, Orin's Keep, Orin's Rest.
Interesting.
Yes, locally sourced. And then approved at the Zenith Arcane Institute. Institute for Arcane Technology. So one of these will put down like 3 on a nice little cloth in front of you. You can examine them for yourselves if you wish.
She'll look at Eladrin as the one who actually casts the spells with it.
Eladrin doesn't know how to haggle. She's gonna pick up each one, like pick up 2, kind of like weigh them, and I think
they'll look amazing. Yeah, they
using intuition, we're gonna go with the middle one.
Oh, fine choice. Yes, yes. It's worth around 310 technically, but you know, it's here for components, so 300 gold. And she'll look at the 2 of you.
Sure. She'll take the funds and give them 300 gold.
She
and
counts
now
it out. Right, they wrap it up with some felt-like material, a little softer than that. Place it in a box that has crushed packing, and tie it up with some ribbon. There you are. It will suit your needs just well.
Thank you.
Yes,
She's gonna drop it into the bag of holding for safekeeping.
Well, good day to both of you. I do hope to see you again.
Good day.
All right.
All right, that's done.
The 2 of you are heading to the Institute now?
Yeah, just a quick check-in.
Okay. So there's a couple routes you can take. You can go through like the main streets, and that'll take like 30 minutes of walking from here, or you can cut through some, between some buildings and stuff, and maybe make it in like 15, 18 minutes. You can kind of cut through a whole quarter 10.
I would like to get on my broom, motion Feyora or Astrid, whichever form she's in now, to hop on board because we're not taking 30 minutes to get to the Institute.
Nice. Nice.
I will get on, but I do want to check and see if we see any of the constabulary people around.
Oh,
yeah, you can make a perception check.
Okay, my sheet. Oh, that's not a good number. That's a 12.
Coast looks clear.
Great.
All right, you hop on the broom and you begin heading away. I think it's just a few minutes in, Eladrin, when you realize, oh, the speed is halved because there's 2 people. And so it's gonna take... It'll still only take like 20 minutes because you can make a straight line over the buildings here. So, like maybe 15, 18 minutes still. You make your way over, arrive at the Institute, and I assume make your way down to that area or the office of the person that was overseeing things. Okay.
We're gonna go visit. We don't want to visit Adela or her assistant. Her assistant.
Oh yeah. Man, I haven't
Laudane?
Yeah, I think so. Laudane.
Laudane.
Laudane isn't there, but Adela is at her office.
Oh, cool.
You knock and enter. She comes in. Oh, come in. Sorry, please. Oh, Eladrin.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
You've been gone, but you're here. Good.
I don't remember. I don't remember if I talked to Adela or the assistant last time. I'll figure it out later. But I'm going to be taking another leave of absence just temporarily.
I see.
Just to give you a heads up, I may have a lead on something, but I'm still waiting. It's a work in progress.
On your condition?
Yes. Also, it grew. I don't remember.
Well, she gets shuffles up over like, let me look. Let's take a look. Kind of like, takes out like a one of the soft rulers, like for sewing and stuff, and that's some growth. And I won't make you role play the whole thing, but she's gonna ask like, what prompted it, if you're being willing to, like, to whatever degree, even if it's general or not at all. You don't have to answer.
No, I tell her exactly what happened with Oren.
I hadn't considered that. Yes, right, it makes sense. And goes over to a chalkboard and flips it around and starts like grabbing some chalk and writing some calculations down. Yes. All right. So, when do you have a proposed date? You'll be back.
Yeah, don't know when I'll be back, but something else developed.
Oh, process.
And she'll, without role playing too much into this, she'll tell about meeting Tasha the Witch, and them explaining that like it's traveling, looks like it may be traveling to her heart, and shows the new feature for her broom. Nice. It's so cool.
Well, this will give me plenty to work on while you're gone. But please, when you do come back, stop in. Yes, update me more. Writing on the chalkboard, drawing the broom with a flame scythe on it. Like, oh yes, and the roots, like illustrations of the measurements of root, the vines growing up your tattoos, growing up your arms. Yes, heading to heart. Okay. All right, very well. That's all I need. Thank you, Eladrin.
Bye. I'll check back in when I get back into town, which I don't know when that will be. So
lovely, but please do.
Cool.
Thank you. Oh, so interesting. She starts all excited Professor modes, muttering under her breath. Like,
Yay!
all right.
Eladrin will head
mhm.
back upstairs, and as she's like trying to like readjust her sleeves and whatnot. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Right, the two of you heading back to the apartment building, the house.
Yeah.
Question: are you arriving there on broom or walking?
Room.
Yes. Okay, all the way to the house, like you'd be landing in front of the house and on the broom and then going in.
Why
to
are you
check.
asking it
I
like
just
that?
want to have a good idea of you know.
I mean, yes, I would probably say if are you Feyora or Astrid still?
Astrid.
Okay. So as long as Astrid's okay with that, then we're gonna probably fly on the broom because I don't want to walk all the way back. And then of course say the password if when we get to the door, which is halibut.
Oh, okay. You knew I was gonna ask.
I think for security measures, she should fly alone. Maybe as high as she can. Stay within like eyesight. But because like they're not gonna stop me because I'm not Feyora. But just like because my perception roll sucked earlier, so I don't actually know if we're getting tailed or not.
Okay, so you want to walk on the ground and watch, see if anyone's watching Eladrin on the broom. Do you agree with that, Eladrin, or no?
No, I feel weird now. I think
Being
what she'll
watched.
do is I feel like I'm on the spot. She'll pull up her hood and we're gonna take the back way because she has that mask of the wild or something feature, so she can try to hide and if she needs to, and then also because I'm sure she can do if she thinks they're being tailed, we'll cast pass without a trace, but not yet.
All right. The two of you begin to navigate that way. If you're doing checks, go ahead and do quick perception checks.
Ah, so loud. Ooh.
Eladrin, what you get?
Ooh. Can't do math. 21.
Okay, nice. Feyora?
23.
Ooh, nice. The coast is clear, and you're kind of darting through these, between buildings and stuff anyway to kind of keep yourselves out of line of sight with a shortcut. But you're very confident that there isn't there's no guards following you or anyone creeping about.
Cool.
You continue walking through, and there's snow on the ground. There's a little bit of bustle outside of these back alleys. Every so often you come out in the street and kind of navigate it, and then back into some other alleys to get back as quickly as you can. As you're going through a few sets of buildings in the back alleys, Feyora, your weapon of warning buzzes as 8 figures apparate around you all cloaked and hooded. Eladrin, they all look really intimidating. They have like a very big energies. Feyora, make a super quick perception check if you would. As one of them steps forward and approaches you. What'd you get?
23.
Okay. So you're going to recognize something as they say, so they step forward. And from under the pulled down cowl, they say, we're here for Feyora. And look at you, Eladrin. You just say we're here for Feyora. You say anything back?
Who?
they look back at you, Astrid. I'm here to show you the results of all my planning. You're getting a little nervous. You recognize the familiar purple in their outfits. And they begin to pull the cloak back, and you see this maybe elven woman with a light purple complexion, green hair up in space buns, and these cute little like devil wings that are really short on her back. She says, I'm here to show you the results of all my planning regarding that idea you once had. and drops the hood. It does a little cute, peace sign, revealing an old acquaintance of yours, Crystal.
Oh. Crystal, you can't just jump me with 8 people.
Oh, right? Well, that shows how well it works.
That's very true, and I'm so proud. But oh my goodness, we're being tailed. I thought,
sorry.
No, it's okay. You couldn't have known. We got into legal trouble, of course. No, they're okay.
Hi, I am Crystal. And these other people remain cloaked and like really ominous in his presence. When Crystal comes over and kind of like eagerly shakes your hand, like, and you feel this really intense, sharp flow of arcana pouring through you as she's shaking your hand. Pleasure.
Jesus.
And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session with that introduction. Just because I didn't catch how late it got.
Meanwhile, Tuna's teaching everyone how to play 3 Dragon Ante, and we're just using like jelly beans to bet with it.
Oh, I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, thank you, players, so much. You're awesome. I love the RP. And Pam, thank you so much for joining us and being part of the crew.
Yay, I'm so excited. It was so fun already.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad you had fun. Yeah, this is just a crazy, amazing crew of folks, and clearly you fit right in. So, yeah, all right. Well, for anyone that's new here tonight, we have a lot of D&D across the channel, across our schedule. So, well, there's another stream coming up on Fridays. I just forgot how bare we're just finishing up some campaigns. So, tune in. We have a lot in the 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern and the 9 to midnight Eastern time frames. Let's see. We're gonna give a raid over to our friends. Oh, that was loud. At Quests and Chaos. They're just sweethearts over there. But anyone watching tonight, we hope at the very least, if you had fun, consider giving us a follow. You can be alerted to our content as we go live. Please check out Pam, if you don't mind putting your link in again. Pam has some awesome content on her channel, and they're such a fun streamer. So go check her out, follow, do all the things over there, and yeah, otherwise, we hope to catch you again. You've been watching our Tuesday night campaign, Sundered Faete. All the drama and high fantasy. So hopefully we'll catch you again, next Tuesday. Have a great night, everyone. We'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I can't see the buttons.